You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Thursday pod. Home unqualified opinion wavering bias. You get the drill. It's Wednesday, time of recording. TOR. We're about to go on a run for the Goers Run Club, Sydney Marathon. Drizzly, but we don't stop for a bit of drizzle.
You reckon I'll stop for drizzle, mate?
Also a bit of a tequila just to warm you up.
Just warm you up on a...
It doesn't affect your run.
No, not us. Too seasoned. Also got the under the belt. Also, it's only 5Ks.
Yep.
That's child's play. When you're used to distances that I am.
Yep.
Long, girthy distances.
Yeah, thick, girthy distance. I've also got a wisdom tooth that's sort of still just niggling me at the back of my mouth.
Have you not got yours out?
No.
Why?
Because I was told I don't really need to right now. There's no great rush. And then they said there's a chance that you can fucking hit a nerve and your face just goes numb and never comes back. I'm like, do I want that?
Well, that was not put to me when I got mine out.
Yeah.
They just go, you need to get them out, and that was it.
Yeah. They were like,
I
yeah,
moved
dude.
on with my life.
If you were to hit a nerve, they're like, it's not likely, but it happens. And if they fuck a nerve, your face is just...
But now you're getting grief.
I'm too expressive, dude. I can't lose my expressions. You wouldn't be able to tell if I was smiling. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm just saying that they've told you not to get them out. Now you're having issues.
Yeah, they get... I
was of the opinion that wisdom teeth don't fit in the modern jaw.
They don't fit in the modern jaw. The modern jaw not equipped for that. But listen, that's what veneers are for. So when your teeth get all mong, just fucking...
Really?
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
They're only removed if they cause problems or are likely to in the future.
Yeah. Mine don't cause heaps of problems. They do usually when I've got a big weekend planned, like, say, going to Perth with me.
Oh, you reckon this could be...
This is what happens, dude.
You reckon this is a problem?
The amount of times that
Is this an emergency dentist situation?
No, fuck. That's why I'm having tequila. I'm killing any sort of potential pain down back
How much pain you in?
Just a pretty standard, like, consistent amount. Not like a lot.
Is it ramping up?
Nah.
Ooh. I don't want to get alarmed for you, but I am alarmed.
Don't be alarmed, buddy. If I was alarmed, you'd know it. I've barely spoken about it today. If it was really a problem, I'd be whinging non-stop.
You've been
Only
preoccupied.
Over there.
Yeah. Exactly.
For a minute. But that was also, I'll tell you what that was, because we did have fish bowl. Not an ad, but we did eat it for lunch because we're healthy. A bit of like a sesame seed or something got stuck under it at the back, and I was like, no, if I'm already having some trouble here, if I'm already in a bit of mouth grief, you then add a sesame seed in there, getting stuck, starting to decompose, just sitting back there.
You reckon that's an old sesame seed?
No, that was a fresh one. I'm trying to get it out.
Yeah, right. It's not decomposing.
I'm saying if it doesn't get out, if I don't act now,
Yep.
I don't know where it goes. It could slip further into fucking Mouth Town, and I can't get it out. So... that was why I felt the need to...
Now you got a mouthful of decomposing sesame seeds.
Yes.
Supposed to be going to Perth to rip and tear.
And work.
But that's not the public line. Public line is...
Work.
A lot of work on.
Heaps of work. Ella, Steph.
L. Lot of work on. Got to go over
Friday
there
work,
for the UFC.
Saturday work.
UFC's taking us over there. Got to interview some fighters. Got to do some work for Culture Kings.
Yep.
Okay, lot of work on.
Friday work.
Got a meeting with rugby, the ARU Saturday night.
We got a meeting with
Got a meeting with the CFO Build Corp.
Yep.
Okay, got a meeting with him.
Bit of a content meeting.
Got a meeting with an actor whose name escapes me, but he wants to talk about a couple things.
Yeah, and also a wallaby.
There's a wallaby that wants to have a meeting just about some sponsorship stuff. A lot of work on.
He's an international businessman, Sam Crouch.
Oh. Very international.
Yeah.
Very esteemed.
Yes. Got to meet up with him. And then...
So, El, I'm absolutely flat out. That's the public line. Private line is, as you well know, punters and drillers, well documented, it's been a long month for myself. It's been a long month for Tom. And we've earned a rip. And we're going over to Perth to work and a rip. Work first. That's just the consummate professional in me.
Yeah.
I can't turn it off. I work too hard.
Yeah.
You're all giggling, saying, you're probably thinking we don't, but you don't know what you're talking about.
No.
And I will be ripping and tearing.
Mate,
I'm
going
to put a hurting on myself.
We were up every morning during the Olympics. We were fucking worked harder than they did. No disrespect.
I'm going to put a hurt in myself. Get over it. Sue me.
And then we're going to come back and work some more.
Probably go to the Cass.
Well, no, there's no probably about it.
Definitely going to the Cass.
Saturday
Colour
night.
undecided. Colour undecided.
Colour undecided.
Colour undecided. We will be colouring up, and then we will be blackjacking up.
Yes.
Punters and dribblers.
That's probably a Saturday night escapade. Maybe a Friday as well. See how we
Probably
go.
a Friday.
Well, whatever. Listen, you don't need to know about this, punters and dribblers. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. You need to start the weekend on the right foot.
Fuck yeah, you do. Might land and get over there. Anyway.
Are you going to have a little saver on green just in case? History repeats?
nah.
Fuck sabres. Sabres are for fucking pussies.
Just
You can belt the saver. The set.
history
hey,
repeats.
the saver made sense when it was round 0.
Yeah.
Missed a trick here. Hand in the air, acknowledge it. And I'll move on. And yeah, maybe it makes sense to put a saver on there.
Yeah.
Maybe we will put a saver on
Maybe,
there.
you know what? Maybe we'll have a saver.
yeah, cool.
Hey, maybe we'll have a saver.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have
It's
a
a little
saver.
saver.
Listen, we might have a saver.
Maybe
we might
so-
have,
yeah.
We've probably learned our lesson.
Saver's not for pussies. We take that back.
Completely. Makes a lot of sense.
No, it makes heaps of sense.
Mathematically.
It's a good idea. But I'm very horny for it. For work. Serious work. Lots and lots of work.
Can't wait to work. Punters and dribblers can't wait to work.
Can't wait to work. We will get into a bit of 305 prediction action at some point during this
Thanks to our
podcast.
friends at Culture Kings.
Thanks to our friends at Culture Kings. But the tequila helping my mouth. That's basically what I was saying.
I'm here for it, mate.
Are you here for it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop you having a cleansing tequila, cleansing for the mouth.
Yep.
And cleansing for the soul.
Quickly before we move on, Edward, Putters and Dribblers Golf Day at Shortees, August 22nd. That's next Thursday. Kicking off at 3 p.m. 3-man Ambrose, golf into trivia, into a live stream with us and Beaver Menzies, Ronnie Blakey, friends. Guru, Timmy, Rando also joining us. We had the confirmation of that.
Yeah, we did. Very excited about that.
Not on the stream necessarily, but they are going to be there for a rip. Sebo, Streety, Totes, Tobler, Wiramu, even sales guy Felix.
Even sales guy
Felix.
Vaughan, Ronnie.
Yeah. Serious rip, though, punters and dribblers. Tickets at hellosport.shop. Free food. Price includes booze, food, golf. What's a show bag? We call it a show bag, call it a party bag.
Yeah, it's a party bag.
There's punters and dribblers
Party
hats
bag,
in
show
there.
bag. Oh, there's a lot of
There's
shit.
a golden ticket for free merch for life. There's a bunch of shit going on.
A lot of goodies.
Yeah, a lot of goodies.
And a rip and a tear.
And a rip and a tear of note. That is next Thursday, 22nd of August. Tickets are almost gone. So find your mates. Get on the fucking website at hellosport.shop. If you need Afterpay, it's there. And we'll see you next week. Live stream tonight. When you're hearing this tonight, we're back.
Tonight.
Thursday tonight. Penrith v. the Storm, 1v2.
It feels like an age, nay, an eternity since we've done a live stream on Thursday.
Is our last live stream Origin or was it one with Timmy?
Origin? Must have been.
And then it was Origin 3, but in between 2 and 3, I think we did one with Timmy.
Okay, right. So Origin 3, that was our last stream. Huge. Fuck yeah. That was a hell of a time.
Hell of a time.
Hell of a time. Sweet. So we've got the nerd out. Timmy and Guru are back. 1v2. Penrith v Storm. Looking forward to a nerd out. I want Penrith to win. I've decided I'm going into these Thursdays. I want to try and have a real dog in the fight. And I want Penrith to win. And I'm going to bet accordingly.
The Penrith. I think. Yeah, the Penrith Lions getting a workout Thursday night.
Minus 3.5.
Just so you know, it's into 4.5. Out to 4.5. Which I'm not mad about.
Not when you triple it.
Well, it's annoying.
It is annoying. I'll get on it. I'm going to have to get on that today. Sue me on this, right? Take me to court, fucking subpoena me, and sue me if you want. Penrith, maybe my second favourite team at the moment. The way they came back against the Eels, I love the Dogs, dog story, yes. But, fuck, dude. These guys are just so good. I love Jerome Luai now again. He was someone who was, we all Jerome was his own worst enemy publicly. I now really just love Jerome Luai.
But
I love Nathan Cleary. I love Penrith. After Manly.
Yes, obviously after Manly. That goes without saying.
Given how I'm fucking dressed.
It's just, don't make me say it.
Well, just,
It's too obvious.
People aren't always watching. Some of them are listening.
Be very wary of the man who despises greatness. Tom?
Yes.
If someone goes, dude, fuck that LeBron's a fucking shit basketball player. Man. He's shit, man. Right, okay. Is he shit?
A hater of greatness.
Like, you're going to hate on him? Is that what you're doing? Like,
You know what? I did see him be a dick to that fucking French kid.
what? Like, that's besides the point, right? Michael Jordan, a known animal.
Yes.
Known.
Yeah.
Still celebrated. People suck him from the back consistently because he's earned it. He's got runs on the board.
And it's big enough to do so.
And big enough to do so. Penrith Panthers, 3 in a row. Looking at fourth, eyeballing fourth. Manly the only thing opposing them, realistically.
Really realistic.
Jerome Luai, yes, has faults, but that makes him more human, Tom.
Well,
He's got levels. He's got, to quote...
To err is human, to forgive divine.
You see what I'm talking about? Now we're talking fucking divinity right now. And I just think that the moment we saw Luai get up there and butcher the best man speech, as much as we cringed as one...
As a nation.
He almost endeared himself to us on like, you're a person level.
Well, I think in the fullness of time, that becomes an endearing story. In the moment, of course, it reeked of a man smelling his own blood.
In the moment, it stunk.
It stunk to high heaven. And then obviously the post-origin thing, you're all going to like all that shit, sure. But in the fullness of time, boy to a man, you make dumb decisions on your kid. How old's Jerome Luai? How old is he?
Couldn't be older than 27, Tom.
How old's Jerome Luai?
27.
27. I mean, you're still making mistakes at 35. You're still making mistakes at 35. This kid's 27. He was probably 23, 24 when he did it.
Young. A boy, Tom.
A boy.
Just a boy.
Just a boy playing rugby league.
Oh, yeah, at the highest level. Winning shields, winning comps.
Pressure, which is a privilege, mind you, but just a boy.
Well, pressure's always been a privilege.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out there that see it as...
A problem.
A problem or a threat? It's not accurate.
But if you're a hater on greatness, then you're a fucking dog. That's always saying. But I just don't want to hold it in any longer. I'm a Penrith Panthers man after Manly, obviously.
I find myself consistently wanting to jump on the greatness Simeon.
Yeah.
I just do.
I want to get on. I want to ride the greatness Simeon.
I'm eyeballing a greatness Simeon over there, vibrating at the perfect and optimal rhythm.
Rhythm, tone, intensity.
And I just feel like lubing up and jumping on. That's what I feel like doing. Grinding that greatness Simeon. It's in us. The only person you could argue who is great and maligned is Novak Djokovic. You're right? Like, outside of that, we all want to jump on greatness.
And even then, dude, the unfortunate thing for Novak is that he is bookended by two...
Well, he's surrounded by greatness.
He's surrounded by greatness, but humble greatness. Humble, handsome greatness. He's handsome-ish, but it's more that he's a bit of a fucking dickbag.
He can't walk out to Wimbledon in merino wool, I'm going to guess Australian, in a knitted sweater with a gold RF on it, right? He can't do that. No. You're not made of that sort of stuff, buddy. Unfortunately for him, you're right. He's been in a pen with two bigger, sexier goats.
Yes, even though the biggest and the biggest goat.
Well, he's the goat. This goat
goats.
beats the other goats in fucking goat fights and shit.
Yeah,
but
But
so
anyway,
I get you and I hear you.
Thursday night, nerd out, Roo, Timmy, and greatness. I think the Storm is shit. And I mean that obviously in context.
You've said it.
I think that they are a false economy.
You think they're a false economy, a wool pull?
I don't think they're a chance of winning the grand final. Clip this up, Storm fans. Shout out to Christian Welsh, friend of the show. I don't think they're any chance of winning the comp. They're a good team, obviously. They're leading the competition, but I don't think they're actually any chance. I think they get beaten by fucking any team. Realistically, they'll get beaten by the Panthers. They did beat the Roosters recently, but I think when the big games are going on, Manly beat them. I know that.
Well, Manly beat them when the whips are cracking.
Yeah.
I've always thought of Melbourne as AI, almost like artificial.
Well, that's
they don't feel real. They're like soulless almost.
Yeah.
Like, who are you?
Yeah, you're not.
What do you represent?
Well, you're not.
What are you up to?
You're not organic material.
No. You're fake.
Well, you're a machine. And we play rugby league with organic material v organic material. So it's hard to take you seriously. Great side. Like the fact that they've got to where they are with the injuries they've had, sure. All of that. Respect, humble respect. But you're not, it's bullshit.
Well, listen. The computer is great at chess. Yeah, great chess play. Good on your computer.
Yeah,
well done.
cool.
You don't make me feel much.
No.
You know? You just don't. And that's full respect to the Storm outfit and the organisation at large.
And Christian Welsh specifically.
And Christian Welsh, who is a friend of the show.
And who owes us tickets to State of Origin, and we owe him at least a couple of cases of rosé or beer.
What for?
We had some bet with him.
You making bets with behind my back?
No. This was one that you were a part of. I think it's actually a case of beer, but technically he owed us State of Origin tickets. So what's more?
We were
offensive?
supposed to go up there and sit with his family, and that never happened.
Yeah.
So there's that, Christian.
Good friend, love him.
Love ya. Big
but
fan of your work, brah. But from where I'm sitting, and I'm sitting in a blue chair, bit of tie kicker about you.
and of us. So it
Yeah,
goes-
but that's already. I'm prepared to acknowledge that.
yeah, out the gate.
Out the gate.
Out the
and
gate.
I believe you did.
Yes, I did. So anyway, that's who I'm going to be on hard on Thursday night is the Penrith Panthers. Foot of the mountains, guys. And, you know, obviously Penrith's real hot right now. Not to suck Penrith from the back. Still pro-Manly. You get it. I'm going to say it again. But we've actually got, and this is pending some calamitous fuck-up. We've got a
Are you going to say who it is?
No.
Good.
No, I'm not saying.
No.
No. I'm
Nor
not doing
should
that.
you.
No, fuck no. But I'm just saying, should it all go to plan, as it should, I have no reason to think it won't, but you never know in this game.
We've been wronged before.
A grade of the area on tomorrow.
Yep.
A great of the area.
An absolute great of the area. And to be honest, there are so many greats from the area that that's not narrowing it down.
Not at all.
It's narrowing it down somewhat. But not heaps.
No, not heaps. But, you know, I'm not shocked that this is, if it all comes together, like, it makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes complete sense. But Penrith hot right now.
Yeah.
That known, Penrith really hot right now. I think that in the years to come, Penrith studied. Studied at length.
Yep.
Go, what's going on out here? What's
What are you guys
doing?
doing? Now, is it just because there's so many people?
Are they Nepean people? Are they Nepean folk?
That's the river, isn't it? Or is it the Colo River out there?
Is that where they're sucking from? They sucking the Nepean?
Or is it the Colo?
Stop looking
Get to typing.
and get to typing. A lot of people
looking at each other.
Nepean.
No one fucking typing. Nepean. What's the
through-
Colo River?
Runs through Penrith. Colo.
Oh, yeah, right. So that's further north, is it? Colo, good fun. Good bit of fun. If you want to go.
Nepean.
eat
So
mushrooms,
that's
float down
a bit of that magic water out there.
Yep.
It's flowing out of the hills, Tom, that's why.
Yeah, coming down off the mountain. Cold off the mountain. Cold off the mountain. Punters and Dribblers brought to you by Four Pines Japanese Lager, the tastiest fucking beer in town.
It's absolutely fucking ridiculous how good it tastes.
I didn't you hear Japanese lager, you don't necessarily know what to think. And then you have a Japanese lager, you're like, oh, the Japanese have it fucking sorted out.
Well, you say to yourself, where in God's name has this lager been my whole life?
Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese.
I really think so. And you might be sitting there going, you're talking shit, Tom and Eddie. You're only saying that because you're sponsored by. Incorrect. Go and try one, bruh.
Yeah.
Go and have a Japanese lager, 4 pints a dish, and tell me it doesn't fuck the house down.
It does. It fucks the house all the way down. Funnily enough, they're also going to be fucking the house down at Shortees. They're the main beer sponsor of our golf day at Shortees.
Of course, because we only settle up next to the best, baby.
Yeah.
We only settle up next to the best.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
4 pints. You can get it everywhere. Did you, as I stutter,
That was unlike you.
yeah, it was unlike me. Did you see Flanagan didn't get off?
No, he didn't. A lot of people going, well, you can't bite cunts. I didn't.
We didn't say goodbye, Peter.
I didn't think that our explanation was inadequate
No.
as to what happened. No, I'm not condoning the biting of people. All I'm saying is, if you keep shoving your nose into someone's mouth, you might get bitten.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all we're saying. Now, it's only a 4-week suspension, which I think points to the fact that we're right and that they just had to suspend him because you can't be seen to be endorsing, condoning a bit of a munch. But anyone who gets fucking done for biting is usually like a 8 to 12 week sort of a situation.
Yes.
Jack Whiten got 3 weeks at the end of last year.
When did he bite someone?
He bit Tyson Gamble.
Who got how long?
3 weeks.
Well, that flies in the face
that's a
of my
light
theory.
bite as well.
That's a light bite. Can I see that bite? Because, I mean, listen, again, if it was a bite under duress, then I think it actually makes my point even more.
Well, is it a hot-blooded bite?
Well, no, but I'm saying, yeah, exactly. Is it a bite of passion or is it a bite of necessity?
Or if it's a premeditated bite.
If it's like,
if you can prove that you've gone onto the field looking to bite.
Well, if your mouth's turning towards a bit of flesh to have a little nibble, that's a bite of passion.
Yes.
Premeditated bite. But if you're just like...
No. Premeditated, i.e. murder.
Sorry,
You've
you're
gone
right.
to the field cold-blooded as fuck,
Ready.
looking to bite.
Yes. But then there's a bite of passion, which maybe you haven't, but then there's a bite of, like, necessity. Because I think passion and necessity are different. Like, Kyle, I think, had to bite to save his life.
Well, that's biting in defence.
That's bite for your right to party.
Well, you either bite of passion, bite of defence,
Or a bite...
or cold-blooded
Premeditated
sicko,
bite.
like that cunt up, Ted
Yeah.
Bundy sort of stuff.
Well, exactly, a flannable actor.
Correct.
Now...
4 weeks. Again, as we said yesterday, if the bumholes that John Opawati fingered had teeth, do they get 4 weeks?
Well, John...
Do they get 4 weeks?
John would have significantly less fingers than he currently has.
But let's just say Christian Welsh got fingered by John Opawati because we're just talking about him, so
Yeah.
it's fresh on my mind.
Okay.
And his bumhole had teeth. Does he get 4 weeks?
He shouldn't.
Do you know what I'm trying
Because
to
you're
say?
putting your finger where they
That's
shouldn't
what
be.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. So if all you going, well, you still can't bite, well, I guarantee you, if John's tried to inspect you, you might have a bite.
You know who in the comments was talking shit? The old mate Lachlan Fisher. The guy from the P's and D's page who was whinging. Remember we got in that big old... He's on the Instagram going, you guys have lost your heads. I'm like, of all the people to lip up.
Lachlan Fisher
Yeah, of all the people.
has all the insight into how much things cost.
Yeah, of one of the great burials of all time. Get this up quickly. This is the bite of Bite and Whiten, which was probably the podcast.
It was at the end of last year, and so we missed the first few games this season.
Oh,
because of
yeah, I remember that.
the ban.
Oh,
On the field, just look very disjointed. Players wanting to pass and their opposite outside men are chasing the kick.
Biting allegation. Wow.
Can't see it.
can't see a goddamn thing.
Is a bite.
Say, are you going through with this or? No, that's slobber. That's not sweat. Look at that. That's well, we're going to report it, but you tell me if you've seen it.
Was Jack did he wear a mouth guard?
Already?
Again, I remember at the time now.
He's got his arm right.
Tyson
Look,
Gamble's wrapped his fucking arm into his mouth. Shouldn't have been there.
shouldn't have been there.
Which again, I think is why he got a short suspension, because the guy's fucking arm is getting jammed into his mouth. If his arm wasn't in his mouth, Whiten's not looking to bite. That's a bite of necessity. He's trying to save his life.
How do you bite with a mouth guard in?
Bottom teeth.
Yeah, not as powerful.
Mate, they're not. It wouldn't be much less. And again, it's on skin, so who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? You're going to do some damage.
True.
Anyway,
Reasonable point.
the thing I think was most interesting about this, and I would ask you to go to Wide World of Sports on Instagram, Thomas Tobler. They put up a post, I think, basically when Kyle's been officially ruled to be found guilty. And I could not believe his legal team. It could be the most rugby league lawyer I've ever seen.
He looks rugby league.
The
or he is rugby
lawyer,
league?
he looks like a bad guy out of an Arnold Schwarzenegger 90s movie, but also looks exactly what you'd expect a rugby league lawyer to be. Look at that ponytail that guy's rocking.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. In Kindergarten Cop. Yes, dude. He's a Kindergarten Cop dad,
Dominic's
but now a
dad.
lawyer. Have you seen the picture of this fucking guy? Come have a look. And you look
Spot
at
on,
this.
Sebo.
All he's looking at is him. Kyle Flanagan's looking at that guy. Look at that guy's ponytail.
He's looking.
And I'm coming as a guy who's my old man's a ponytail guy.
Oh yeah, that's Dominic's dad.
Yeah, dude. That's a fucking bad guy from an Arnie movie. Kindergarten Cop.
It's fucking outrageous.
That ponytail is outrageous.
Honestly, like, full respect to your dad, Bill, one of the greats. But ponytails are a huge day.
Listen, dude, I didn't realise how big of a day ponytails were.
They are the biggest deal. And I'm sorry, Bill gets a pass because of who he is.
Well, but he's also-
who's this guy?
My old man-
This guy's just a lawyer.
Bill's an old hippie. Bill's an old hippie. Heaps of beads and armbands, and he's an old hippie.
But you can sort of get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not comparing your dad to Mick Jagger, but like.
No, that would be.
But in Australia, he sort of is, and like Mick can wear whatever he wants. He just can. Mick can wear whatever he wants.
Mick Jagger of Australia,
and which is where Australia is at the bottom of the world, and we love it down here, and we're a bit fucking lamer than the rest of the world in certain respects, and that's fine. Your daddy's the Mick Jagger of Australia.
Okay, you'll like that.
The numbers stack up. All I'm saying is Mick can wear what he wants, right?
But this lawyer,
guy, who's this cunt?
Yeah, who is he?
Who are you, bruh?
I'm trying to find
and you've played it,
Ponytail and Sons.
and I know what you've done too, mate. You've played that into the silver tie. I know what you're doing here. You've got a look going on. You've got a thing. That's your thing.
If you're Kyle Flanagan and you walk into your judiciary hearing and you see your lawyer is a guy with a ponytail like that, I think if I'm Kyle, I go, fuck.
I sack him.
On the spot.
I sack him on the spot. I go, you're not representing me. I represent myself.
I'm going to represent myself.
There's no way.
Kyle's looking at that ponytail.
Tom, can I be honest with you?
He's staring at the ponytail.
We reviewed the footage last week, and we're of the same opinion. Don't make me go over it again. He gets 4 weeks because of this prick.
Yeah.
100%.
He's lucky to only get 4 weeks with a ponytail like that.
He looks disgraceful.
There you go.
That is
Comment,
disgraceful.
13 weeks for the ponytail alone.
There we go.
Should be. It should be.
It's just it's a sickening look. It really is. It's got no place in a judiciary. It's got no place in society generally.
It's got no place in a court of law.
No.
Unless you're a defendant.
I wanted to... It's the topic that's gripped the nation and continues to do so. Raygun.
Oh, fucking hell. What's she done now?
I'm starting to see, not GoFundMes, but like where you're looking for signatures. Change it all. People are coming for her head. It seems like public sentiment has turned 1,000%.
I think public sentiment's always been a little bit off her. I just don't know what to believe, dude. Nothing is true in this world, and when you go looking for information, it's all bullshit. And
so you think there's a chance that her husband wasn't the judge who granted her the win at the Oceania?
There was I've seen some weird shit on Twitter, which I know is not the place to go to find information, but I don't know where you find information because anywhere you go, you could argue is full of shit. So there are certain accusations that are thrown at her around like funding for breakdancing and all this different shit.
Yes.
And,
But it's just impossible to know what to believe.
How the fuck do I know? And who has the time to go digging? Not this guy. Now, you could argue I've got heaps of time to go digging, but I don't.
No, you don't.
Nor the inclination.
You don't have time at all.
Not for fucking Raygun, dude. Jesus Christ. Jimmy Fallon, though, bought out Rachel Drash, who's an old Saturday Night Live comedian, and they just roasted the fuck out of her. She's getting roasted globally, but that's like it. I don't know how much. She's the new Hawk Tour. We were saying it. She's Hawk Tour 2.0, but she's not hawking or touring. But she's
not hawking, nor is she touring. Hawk Tour
steered into it as well, and like made you
eventually
like it. Pretty quick. She was only underground for like a couple of days. And then she was like...
You reckon a couple of days?
Dude, she's got like 2 million fucking Instagram followers. She's doing podcasts and shit. Raygun would do well to go on podcasts and be like, I suck, don't I? Like...
Well, Raygun apparently is keeping a head low in Europe. Didn't come back with the rest of the athletes, Tom.
Makes sense,
rest
dude.
Of the team.
Listen, I get that. Go on holidays because you're going to have to come back and face the music at some point. I'd go and enjoy yourself.
The lefties seem to have turned on her first, which I find interesting.
Listen, the lefties, righties, centeries, which is where your humble podcast host sits, right in the goddamn middle, fence post up the bumhole. Listen, lefties like to present as really, progressive, friendly fucking people, but then when they turn, and this is the left, when they turn, they'll fuck you. They'll fuck you near to death. You
got an opinion, Cody?
I knew that was coming.
Why'd you know that? Why'd you think that? I just looked over and I saw a man with a little bit of a look, and I thought I'm going to bring him in.
Had a look in his eye.
No, I don't have an opinion. I just find the fucking
Terrific.
I just find the videos of her like so hard to watch. I just saw another one come out today of her like on, you know, the ones where she's like on the pavement, like outside the village, and people like surrounding her.
Yeah.
But from the video I saw, no one was like getting around her. Everyone was just kind of filming.
It
like
didn't
it was
look
sad.
like people were enjoying it that much, hey?
No, it was really just awkward
It was
and
kind of
uncomfortable.
like there was a few people screaming, but like visually you didn't see much celebration. Anyway.
A sickening moment for the nation.
Yeah,
really.
it was.
A
It was
sickening.
Well, it's more like when you see Rachel Drash on Jimmy Fallon dressed in the Australian Olympic gear making fun of our country. You're just a bit like, fuck you.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I honestly think that there needs to be a royal commission
into Australian breaking.
into Australian Olympic dress. And what we send our athletes out to
yeah.
What we were getting around in compared to the rest of the world was a fucking disgrace. I'm sorry, but it was. It wasn't up to scratch,
No.
and it wasn't up to code.
And we've said it.
Someone should have vetted what the fuck our breakers were going to wear. Someone should have said, no, I'm sorry, but you're representing the nation here, and you look fucking absurd.
Well, do you think it's fair to say that sporting teams and organisations generally, then it should be a royal commission into that across the board? Outside of the Warriors, who got friend of the show Louis Brown in from Earls.
Big fan of his work.
Huge fan of his work, his physical appearance, his
And
blue
his
eyes,
work.
and his work. And his physical appearance.
Because we've nailed it in the past. Who came up with the baggy green? Well done, sir.
Nailed it.
Who came up with the fucking great merino wool blazer that the skip wears of the
Nailed
nation
it.
for Test cricket? Who came up with those merino sweaters, baby? We've got greatness in us.
But you know what? It's almost like you've got to look to the past to shape your future. Because back then, when it was like bare necessities, shout out Baloo from the Jungle
Baloo
Book.
got it.
Baloo got it.
The bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
A lot of 20-year-olds looking
Did
at us
something about your
confused.
worries and your strife.
Yeah. The bare necessities of life. Now,
Glazed looks.
yeah, glazed looks from 20-year-olds.
No,
who
I've seen
don't get it.
Some
I
of
feel
the
like
Jungle
you two are in between. Like, I don't think your generation knows what's going on sometimes.
Well, I think you don't.
Like, what
at
do
that
you
age.
stand for? What are you about?
That's
Yeah.
a pretty deep
You're
question.
not about Baloo?
No, you're not about Baloo.
Yeah,
they're about
fucking oath.
they're about new words they think are new, but they're not. Oi, new word, yappers, dude. Yappers. That's a word. It's already a word.
It's just making
You're
a
a yapper.
comeback.
You talk shit. Come back. It's already a fucking word.
Well, I know, but it's being used heavily in the
Yapper's always been used.
mainstream
It's always
and
been
being
used.
adapted.
Yapping.
Yapper
and
never went
evolved upon.
anywhere.
It's like they discover something that already exists and they're like, dude, fucking yapping. Like, yeah, bro.
I'm just highly alarmed that you don't know who Baloo is. Anyway.
I do.
He doesn't sound like, do you know who Baloo is?
I've seen the Jungle Book.
Do you know who Baloo
You
is?
looked beyond glazed.
I just constantly look glazed now.
It's in fairness to people of their vintage, Cody knows nothing. Shockingly.
Yeah. You can't...
I know. Sometimes I feel like he did come down with a
What do you like?
Rugby league.
Which I respect absolutely, and that just good hire from us. But what else do you like?
Football.
So you just sport? I
just really like sport. That's probably all the media.
Who's your favourite character? And don't say Vinny Chase.
My favourite character
in
Probably-
everything.
Oh,
If you say
Batman.
Vincent Chase, I'll
Probably
fucking-
Batman.
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 Yeah.
Which Batman?
Christian Bale, Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I like
fine. That's
Christian.
fair. Yeah,
So we're
Christian's
getting
good.
somewhere.
Christian, we're getting somewhere. Val Kilmer from Batman Forever was mine, which is a weird choice, but it was just
Are
my
you?
Batman.
Did you watch
Cartoons?
cartoons?
Disney films?
Yeah.
Toy Story, Lion King,
yeah.
Aladdin,
Yeah.
Aristocrats,
No.
Aristocats,
Aristocats. Well, I like Aristocrats too.
yeah, bit of both.
No, the movie watching probably stopped when I was like 14 or 13 or something.
Favorite comedy film ever?
Step Brothers.
Yeah, I like Step Brothers.
Step Brothers good. It's good.
Okay.
Super bad.
Super bad. Wedding
Good one.
Crashes. Wedding Crashes is my favorite.
Old
Okay.
school.
Whatever. Old school's good. Whatever. Okay.
Okay, we're just checking. We're getting distracted.
We're getting
Bare
distracted.
necessity,
Ben Necessities.
Baloo. Yes.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about how I just think that we need to be a bit more conscious of how we are presenting to the world.
That's it. You got to see. Look to the
And I
past,
just-
shape your future.
it
That's
just-
when we made good shit.
it's
in the
just-
40s.
We do at times, and I think we can all be honest with ourselves, look fucking ridiculous at points. Unnecessarily. I don't think we need to look.
Saw a good article
Ridiculous.
from Double Bay today on Instagram, which was that Raygun's been called up to the Australian ODI squad.
Exactly. It looked like she'd gone out there to fucking roll the arm over.
Yeah. Anyway,
practice.
fuck Raygun. Not her specifically, the story. Old news. Who gives a shit? Let's just wait and see, because now we need to wait for the next thing. You know what I mean? Like, she's had her moment. She's embarrassed herself and the nation at large whilst giving it her all. Power to you. But, well, who knows?
Didn't give her all.
Yeah. But now we need to wait, basically, for the next iteration. So she needs to go and, have her eat, pray, love moment across Europe. Then she needs to come back and she needs to face the music, whatever that may be. And that's when Raygun comes back into our lives, because I can't talk about it.
Do you reckon
anymore.
we've got a current affairs special coming? Like, is that...
ACA, I think, a little bit too lowbrow for Raygun. I think this is a 60 minutes expose with fucking Tom Steinfort, Sarah Arbo. I don't
Journalism's not dead. Just watch 60 minutes.
No, you wait for 60 minutes to do a full fucking expose on Kogan Electronics or something, which is definitely not an ad. And you'll know that journalism alive and well.
Where's Assange at? Is he just laying low?
I think he's probably trying to get a bit of vitamin D.
Fuck, dude. No one's needed more vitamin D more than Assange.
That guy...
He went translucent.
Mate, he better have been on
his
some
heart
serious
beating.
supplementation. Otherwise, he'd be fucked.
We should send him some good day.
We should send him some good day. Free. On the house.
Yep.
Well, what about if we do this? Because we are obviously business at the end of the day. 1 month free. Second month, 20% off if he commits to a third month, which would be at full price.
And an interview.
And we'll give him a bottle.
Yep.
And a hat.
Free.
Hat, not free. Bottle free.
Yep. Fair enough. Because he needs it. Fuck knows he needs it.
He needs a bit of sun. I hope he's just sunning his cock.
That's pretty much what he's doing. 3 weeks ago, his wife put up a photo of the family together at a beach, and she was saying that his plans post-release were to just swim in the ocean every day, sleep in a real bed, taste real food, and enjoy his freedom. So it looks like they're travelling around.
That's all you'd want to do.
Well done, Julian.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done. Someone that Dave probably hates for some reason. Dear Dave.
Well, Dave not happy ever.
But he'll find a way that Julian Assange, uncovering government corruption and
Well,
missing
David
murder
rather
was-
him rot in Guantanamo than live, a free life.
Yeah.
And the reason for that would make no sense.
No.
It's just the contrarian in him.
Yeah.
Well, that guy wants freedom. Well, I want him locked up.
We got a topic that's actually been it's probably the biggest topic in sport this week, in rugby league certainly, and that would be Rabbitohs fullback and State of Origin Game 2 hero Latrell Mitchell, with a photo that leaked of him allegedly.
Purportedly?
Yep.
What's that mean?
Allegedly, reportedly, same sort of thing, I think.
So reportedly and purportedly are the same thing?
I'd double check me, but purportedly.
As appears or is stated to be true, though
Sorry,
not
everyone.
necessarily so. In brackets, allegedly.
Sorry, everyone, for giving you some words to drop in at the pub with your mates. Having cruisers, there's no doubt that he's having a cruiser, in my mind, because there's one right in front of him that's open. But what isn't...
No, it doesn't mean it's his.
True. But there's circumstantial evidence. There's definitely a cruiser there, we can tell, and it's open and half drunk, which I respect. Now, the allegation is that there's white powder on the table and that Latrell consuming white powder. I also love that in the media they just say white powder like he could be literally snorting up vitamin C.
He could be.
Which is orange usually. Which he could be. He might be doing nothing. I think it's innocent until proven guilty, and that's where I'll stand. But how do you feel about it, Edward? I feel like there's a place in hell for the person who's taken the photo and is hitting up Buzz Rothfield for cash.
Yeah, there's a special rung reserved for those that fucking are dogs, obviously. I feel sorry for Latrell. Well, I go to feel sorry for Latrell, and then I'm like, who is this person? Do you know this person taking
White
the photo?
Walker?
No, not the White Walker. The White Walker's not taking the photo. The White Walker is a separate conversation entirely.
That is.
Like, who the fuck are you?
There's
and where did you come from?
And it looks like a White Walker, but it looks like a White Walker walking.
A lot of questions. Weird stuff. Looked like a weird bender. But
Very weird bender.
It looked like a weird
nightmare kick-ons.
Mate, if I imagine waking up there.
Yeah.
Everyone's drinking cruises. There's a fucking white walker. There's a dog taking photos of everyone.
Yeah,
You're like,
and you just sort of are like, you're coming to being like, oh.
Coming to, you might
You're hearing the birds chirping, you're oh.
No, but you've come to because you've just come out of like a bit of a fucking...
A long D&M with
a
some
long
fucking
D&M.
random person.
You might have, and then you're like, hang on.
You look at, you're surveying the room, you're going, what the fuck am I doing here?
And you think to yourself, shit, I hope no one fucking filmed that conversation I just had. And then you look over and old mate's got his like 50 camera phones out fucking filming the whole thing. And then you'd start to panic. You really would. And then you'd look up and see a white walker. And you'd go,
is
that Latrell?
Am I high or is that a white walker?
Where am I? What is going on? So from that perspective, that looks like absolute hell to me.
Well, it looks like, and let's just assume that the allegation is true for a second. That's like the worst bender you could possibly, like, you just go, fuck, that really wasn't worth it. Sometimes you can chase a bad bender and you go, well, fuck it, it wasn't as bad as I thought. But that's as bad as it looks.
It appears to be.
Yes.
We don't know what the chat on the White Walker's like. He could be exquisite.
True, it could be fucking hilarious.
He could be the funniest cunt of all time. He might be a big space guy. He might be my cup of tea.
True.
I don't know.
Well, the White Walker might have some yarns.
He might have some yarns. He might be an old yarnman for way
From
back.
beyond the wall.
From beyond the wall. I mean, exactly. He might have some exotic tales. I don't know. I'm just saying that I think that I would wig out if the birds were chirping and there's a guy that looks like him who I don't know who's walking around weirdly barking and shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, I'm trying to piece this thing together.
Yes.
I'm constantly shocked by how often high profile rugby league players seem to put themselves in positions where where people take photos of them doing naughty shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, are these your mates and they're just fucking ratbag cunts? Or do you get up to no good around people you don't know?
Yeah.
Which we know's happened before.
Oh, God, yeah.
A la Cheese, a la Munster. They were just with randoms, which, again, shocks me to my core. I'm like, that's such a bold decision to make.
It's a huge decision.
You're too big. To be going on benders with fucking randoms.
And there's too many dogs out there.
But listen, it happens. I'm sorry.
I know it happens.
Whispers come across my desk. It happens all the time. It shocks me always. It shocks me. Rattles me to my core. This is just appears to be another instance of that.
You wonder as well.
What do you reckon he got paid?
No, I don't think he got paid in the end.
Buzz was like, nah.
Well, no, he didn't. Buzz was like, this got emailed to me, and it was like, we'll pay you. Or what will you pay? Sorry. Buzz was like, it's funny because the whole thing is like, right,
they paid for it.
No, they didn't.
How do you know?
Well, because
Buzz told you?
the story started being leaked everywhere, and other news agencies were going to go with it. And so all you need, I'm pretty sure, is if you get sent an image from someone, and they go, "We'll fucking pay you," or "Will you pay me for this photo?" So you have to pay them for this exact photo that they've sent you. But then if you were to go to Cody, and Cody's like, "Well, I've got the photo as well," you go, "Well, I can just get it off you." Do you know what I mean? So, like, I don't have to pay you for your version. I've got it off someone else. And they don't want me to pay for it. So, like, you could take a photo of a photo and go, I'll just use this one.
I don't think that's what would work when it comes to Getty, for example. You couldn't take the photo of a Getty photo and use it, could you?
Maybe not, but
I don't know the legalities of it. All I'm saying is, would it shock you if the Men's Women's Weekly paid for that photo?
No, but they basically came out and said, Buzz came out and was on 360 and going, the guy offered me money, and then I got the photo from someone else. But that was the general gist of it because the photo was doing the rounds everywhere.
So someone paid for it, and then it got spread.
Not necessarily that someone else paid for it. If you can get a photo from someone else...
What I'm saying is, like, just follow me for a second. If I'm old mate here, and I'm like, I want to sell this photo, I don't send it to anyone until I've been paid for it. That's when I send it.
Well, the problem is for old mate is it was everywhere before he had got paid for anything.
Yeah, it was circulating
so he
social
sent this
media.
to his mates.
I don't know where he did.
We must have.
Circulating social media over the weekend.
Yeah.
So he must have.
So when they were like,
he's put this up on Instagram, probably
Braith, Gordy, they were all like, mate, it was fucking everywhere. Everyone was getting sent to inboxes left, right, and centre. And so it got out. And you know what? Fuck the piece of shit who tried to
no,
to
but
make money.
I suppose where I got it wrong, Tom, is that I forgot this bloke's obviously a fucking dumb cunt.
And a piece of
And
human
you don't
shit.
sell photos that you've already put on Instagram. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Or
I thought
just
that
flick to
maybe
your
he was
mates.
wily and he's like, I've got this, you know, dossier of great footage and I'm prepared to sell it, not realizing that said dumb cunt has already put it on social media.
I wonder whether, though, like, if someone goes, hey, I got a photo, this is what I want for it, and then you put it up, and you were like, I got it from somewhere else, like, how hard would that be to prove? Or would you also be able to go, hey, all right, buddy, take me to court for this photo of Latrell apparently doing rack? You know what I mean? Like, what? It seems like it'd be murky business.
All I'm saying is, if this is the only photo there was, he should have just like kept it to himself and then tried to sell it.
Yes.
If you're that way inclined.
If you're a piece of human shit.
Yes. And you could watermark that thing.
You could watermark it. You could. Cockhead across the whole thing. Yep. Dog cunt. Dog cunt media. They apparently know who it was. Well, Trell would.
It'd be you'd be fucking. I tell you, who'd be ripping their hair out would be the people the NRL send to the clubs to media train players, because this is probably like item number one. It'd be don't do drugs, and then item number two, if you're going to do drugs, don't do it next to people with cameras.
Yeah.
That you don't know. Like, you just think.
Well,
that
you might know them, but like don't do it in a place you can get.
I don't think
they know who it is apparently.
Latrell does.
Well, the way it was again spoken about on 360 was like, yeah, they know who it is. Obviously, Latrell knows who it fucking was. He was in the room, but like that they're known to them, which is even worse.
That's way worse. But also,
being dogged by your friends is
the
greatest betrayal of all time.
Yeah, and he's obviously a dog because he tried to sell the footage. But then there's also just rugby league stupidity, a la Valentine Holmes.
That was a joke, Edward. He was joking.
But it's still a stupid joke.
No, yeah, you're right. It's a dumb joke. I mean, listen, I thought it was a good joke. I thought it had layers, and I thought it was funny. But
it was layered.
He was
definitely layered.
He was layered in rack.
Yeah.
Firstly, two things. Not enough evidence to prove here. He could be doing anything.
So what?
He could be doing anything there.
He'll get something will happen.
He'll probably get a fine, but he shouldn't.
He'll get weeks.
You can't prove he's done anything.
You can't prove that Valentine Holmes had a fucking.
No, there's a difference of holding.
What's the difference?
Well, okay. One is a bag of real or fake cocaine hanging out of your mouth. Real or fake cocaine.
What's that?
Who the fuck knows what that is? He could be signing an autograph. He could be reading a menu.
There was no proof that Val took any of it, though.
Okay, so I can hold a bag of fucking marijuana, but I didn't smoke it.
Well, you could. There's no.
But you can't put it on Instagram.
Yeah, I agree with that, but there's nothing in that photo that's like.
But Val put it on Instagram.
Definitely did. Yeah,
but Val put it on Instagram, so he's showing himself
What did
holding a bag of.
Cam and Cheese get done with? Something similar to that. Wasn't it a grainy photo?
I think it was a little bit more obvious. I don't know. We can find it.
I don't know if it was that much more obvious.
I don't know.
I thought they were sitting in front of pre-cut lines.
There's a difference. You can't tell there's any fucking rack there.
You can't tell?
I'm saying you could argue that you can't prove it. Whereas if you could
have said, I came in, sat down for a photo, I just arrived.
But you are sitting in front of lines. The only way that they're assembled like that is if it's cocaine. Could still be a joke.
Well, I'm saying is I came in, a quick photo. Just came in, sat down, quick photo. I didn't. Yep. I came and then I left. I saw the lines, I left.
Right, but you still are in that place where the photo is happening, disrepute city. I'm just saying I can't guarantee you.
I reckon 1,000% something comes of this. I just think
there's an investigation going on. How much do you reckon is even like it's to be able to show up on camera? Is that a lot? Yeah. Is there a lot there?
Can we zoom in, please? I just think that
What do they say in films when it's like enhance? I
think there's enough there.
Can we enhance?
I think there's enough there. Yeah.
Enhance.
It looks like a decent amount.
Of whatever.
I love how the
whatever
enhancing
it is.
in films is like zooms in. It'll be like high, like
it gets better and better. And like, oh, I can see the hairs on his his nose. I think he's writing an autograph. That's what I think. He's signing an autograph, and I don't think you should get in any trouble for this because you can't prove what that is, even though it doesn't look good. And I think that the person who did it should be fucking shot.
I think you can prove that's not a bit of paper. I think you can prove he's not holding a pen because it's not coming out the top of his
It could be one of those little TAB pencils.
All I'm saying is, what's the difference between that and them sitting in front of lines? I don't know what the difference is, to be honest.
You really don't?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I'm with Eddie on this one. If you
What's
look
the
at
difference?
these,
What's the fucking difference?
Well, I got to see the photo of
Is that
theirs.
not also just the same thing? Like, that's also just like
That's the same. What are we talking
it's
about?
the same thing.
It's
There's
the
another
same.
one, though,
Munsters.
of
Okay, hold on a second.
cheese
Hold
with
on,
a rolled
hold on.
up note.
I got a question. Huh?
There's another one I just found here of cheese, and he's got a rolled
Okay,
up note.
hold on, quick question. One of them's got a bag in their hand, and the other one is on a table with lines being cut up. So that's what we're looking at there of that one. The other one, if you had a gun to your head,
He's
and-
addressing a line. Gun on my head, yes. That's what he's doing.
hold on.
Gun on my head.
A gun to your head. And, hold on. A gun to your head, and if you are wrong, you get shot.
Yes.
You're going to say it's 100% right.
100%. 1,000% he's addressing a line. 1,000%.
Addressing a line.
That's what he's doing. Don't fuck. What do you reckon he's doing? Fucking signing an autograph?
No,
Come on, cunt.
it's not.
Look at
of
the
course-
White Walker off his guts walking around.
Of course, that's not what I think, Eddie. Of course, that's not what I think. But you've got to be able to prove something,
It's 1,000%
right? Is there
what he's
reasonable
doing. It's
doubt?
1,000%
Is there
what he's
reasonable
doing.
doubt?
No.
You can't put reasonable
I
doubt in
don't
there?
think there is.
You don't think you can?
No, I don't think so.
Do you think that's enough evidence to convict someone?
For me personally,
Right, but if you're talking about what you have to be able to prove.
can you prove Cheese did that? Can you prove it?
What you're seeing there is legitimately cocaine setup.
How do you know?
Zoom in on it. Zoom in on it. White powder on a table with a card and notes. A bag with white powder in his hand.
What do you reckon it is on? What do you reckon the Trell's got then?
Is it clearer than this? Is it as clear as these images?
I reckon it's pretty fucking clear.
Is it as clear as the...
Yeah.
Well, see, now I just think you're being like...
What is it on the table then?
Who the fuck knows? You can't tell.
God.
But there's a difference.
What? How? It's not a bit of paper. It's a fucking mound of powder on the table.
I think we're all in agreement about what it is. But what I'm saying
I think you've taken crazy pills if you think it's anything other than a fucking...
No,
Well,
I understand what you're saying. You're saying basically there's more supporting evidence in the other photo because of the other things around it.
100%.
because of the card.
Yes.
The card, they're in lines. He's holding a bag.
Yeah.
It's all fucking... Of course that's what it looks like. Of course it is. But it's grainy, it's side on, and you can't tell me that you couldn't be like... there isn't a slight seed of doubt whether you would be able to fucking pose where you're like, it's not what you think it is. Of course it looks like what we think it looks like. But you can't say that that's what it is, especially in comparison to the other one.
Yes, Munster holding a bag, it's a problem.
but if you look at the cheese photo, like I still think
He's got chopped up lines in front
I
of
think
him.
and that is that not a chopped up line that Trell is leaning over a table
How the
looking
fuck
at?
do I know? You can see
But how do
three
you know
individual lines in that
How do you
photo.
know that cheese isn't chopping up lines or something else? Like you can't actually
Can
prove.
you see lines in the cheese photo?
Yes.
Can you see lines? How
Can
many?
you-
How many can you see?
Oh, like one or two?
Three. How
Three.
many lines can you see there?
And
How
I'm
many-
looking
in
at
the Trell
one at least.
How do you know that's a line? It could be a fucking mound. Do you know if it's a mound? Do you know if it's a line?
A
Do you know if
line,
it's
mound,
paper?
it's still
You
like
can't fucking see it.
cocaine.
It's side on. You can't see that that's a line. That's what I'm saying. You can't see that it is that.
You can see it's a mound of
You can
cocaine,
see
whether it's in a
white
mound
thing.
or a
You can
line.
see it's a white something. It's a white something.
Well, then
Is
why
it-
doesn't he come out and say that it isn't?
Let's enhance it.
That's not the point.
Blow it up.
I'm not saying he shouldn't have come out and said something. I'm not saying it's not what we think it is. It's not supporting evidence. It's not It's not clear as day like the cheese one.
Yes.
It's not clear as day. That's the difference.
But is it clear next to a cruiser and
Listen,
a White Walker?
Now you can say a cruiser and a White Walker are supporting evidence.
Is that the credit card and the note in the
You know what
Cruiser
I
and
mean?
a
The
White
cruiser
Walker
and a White
supporting evidence.
Walker's fucking... And someone's selling it? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
A cruiser, a White Walker, a man
sale.
trying to sell it.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
I'm not saying it's not.
That's enough
I'm just
for-
saying they are not the same thing.
No, they're not. But
They are not the same thing. I think, though, free Trell. The problem is, obviously, it's not a good look. But, like, fuck. He was down in, apparently, they thought it happened in Dubbo. He was down there doing, like, a clinic. Up, down, up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was doing community work, running drills and stuff
End of a
over the
long day.
weekend.
Fucking long day on the tour.
Long day. Just thought he was in a fucking
Safe space.
safe space. And he wasn't.
Not hurting anybody.
Certainly not hurting anyone.
Not
He could argue
condoning
maybe
it.
himself. But
Well,
that's
but
by the by.
you know what
And
I
I'm
mean?
not going to get into that here.
No, not our place.
Not my place. Listen, the thing is, no one gives a shit. but everyone pretends like they do. And
Yeah.
it's disingenuous and it does my head in a little bit.
Yeah. We're not condoning it.
I'm not condoning it. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying that people pretend like it doesn't happen and people pretend like
But I'm almost like,
it's worse
of
than
course
it is.
you're not condoning, but what's the whole not condoning? Like, people do it. Relax. I'm not saying it's good, the kiddies and all that sort of shit.
the
And it's not good for your health.
The ultimate form of karma was when, was it the CEO of the Sharks who poor Benny Barber, fucking day after they won a grand final, turned the light off sort of stuff, tested him, see you later, fucked his livelihood. He got done down at the Woolloomooloo pub with a fucking couple of packets on him.
Yeah.
That is karma.
Yeah.
That is karma.
Because presenting like, oh, this is the most fucked up. This is really, it's like.
That's karma in the purest form.
Yeah.
Purest.
Couple of lines of karma there.
Oh, couple of bags of karma.
Couple of bags of
Apparently
karma.
shit himself too. No. Nah, just talking shit.
Christ. Pooed himself.
No, what I mean by shit himself is like when he saw the dogs run in, he fucking wigged out. And
Well,
like,
yeah, I'm sure.
And, you know, but they've already got people in there sussing behaviour. And they're like, this guy looks
Yeah,
highly
that's
anxious.
tough. That's tough.
Looks like he's a bit jumpy.
Yeah. Anyway,
Have we dealt with that?
Rugby league. I think we dealt with it. You got heated.
Yeah, that's all right.
Mate, you gotta punch on.
I don't mind that.
I'll punch on for Trell. At least in this position. But I don't condone it.
No,
Oi.
no, we don't condone it.
Oi, fuck no, dude.
We don't condone it. We're a long way from condoning it.
No. I'm not condoning it. But you know, I'm also not I'm not shaming him.
I don't think you should fucking serve time. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think you should do rack with White Walkers there. That's what I think. I think that's a bad time to do it. With White Walkers and a dog in the room.
And a
Taking
dog.
photos. Punters and Dribblers, we are brought to you by Ned's. None other than the great people at Ned's, whom we're very fond of. It's heating up on About Even, which is obviously the #1 betting show. It's heating up. It's getting real close. Skinnier sack sort of stuff. And listen, if you're going to have a punt, Ned's the place to do it.
100%, Tom. Without question, Ned's the place to do it.
We got a couple of ponies on the live stream.
Yeah, we did.
Couple of late
thanks
night ponies.
Well, it was like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Ned's they've got the markets up. Obviously, your international stuff, your New York stuff,
Yep.
you know, a bit of South Africa. I don't know where the fuck we were.
I think we're in
quite
England.
honestly.
I think we're in England.
England. Loving every second of it.
Yeah.
Nothing like whipping home ponies, but not watching them with the community.
With the brave souls. But listen, head to Ned's if you like having a punt. You follow along the profiles, join the Ned's group. We're all sharing bets, having a good time. We'll see you in there. What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website. Can you get up that top 23 or the top 50 23-year-olds, please, Tommy Tobler?
Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty surprising, some of the players that you don't realise are actually 23 or under. So it's the top 50 players, age 23 or younger.
Okay, so go to 50 first. Don't start
So
at
this
one.
is, sorry, I was reading something.
Top 50 NRL players that are 23 years old or younger. So,
23 or younger. Yep.
yeah,
Sorry.
50, Sione, Finau. Is that Samuela Finau or Sione?
No, there's
Sione.
3. Sione.
Is he part of the family?
Yeah, he comes off the bench for us. He's gone.
Yeah, right, okay. Lehigh Hopewadi at 49. I like that. So how old's he?
19.
19. Fuck
crazy.
yeah, dude. Now, I will say, when we won in 2011, we had a 19-year-old Will Hopewadi. Not a big deal. Cleese Haas, Talon De Silva. No disrespect to Talon De Silva, but like ahead
Who's
of Lehigh
Talon?
Hopewadi.
Who's Talon De Silva?
He's gone. He's one of like the most highly touted prospects in the Tigers system.
Okay.
A lot of Tigers players in this list, and I just find that slightly
Yeah, a
Good
lot of
nursery.
promise.
Good nursery, mate.
good nursery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, has he done what fucking Lehigh's done yet? Probably not. Tyrell Sloan, 22. It's pretty good. Latu, 19 as well. Will Pensini's
He's
only
only
22.
22. I did not know that. That's sick.
Actually, I think he was like at school. Did he play with, he went to Kings? Huh?
oh,
Oh, so he didn't go to Kings? I thought he was at Kings. Oh, okay, right. Shout out to GPS Rugby, mate. Stubby Cooler, only 21?
hot.
Fuck me.
KO Weeks 22. Manly's got a couple of names in here. Obviously, if you include Latu
And KO.
and KO.
Xavier
You want to talk
Savage.
nurseries?
Oh,
you
mate.
just buy your fucking talent. We
Yeah,
nurture,
you
baby.
knock them off us, you dog. Xavier Savage, 22. David Mawale, who's a name like, it's not something that shocks me by any means, but I'm just like, he's only 21. I feel like I've heard that name around a while. Fair bit. Jack Howarth.
Yeah,
Sure.
I've heard him for the last couple of years, and it's young for a prop.
Brendan Piacora, yeah. Paul Alamotti, 20, yep. Bronson Cherry, only 23.
Even after getting banned for so
Been banned
long.
for 4 years.
Insane.
That is wild.
He's also been low-key like a fucking... Crichton's probably the signing of the year, but Bronson Cherry is a fantastic signing for the Dogs. When the season started and he wasn't playing, I was like, oh, fuck, that's a bit... Like, he wasn't in the team at all. It was a lot of Connor Tracy and shit in the centres. But he's awesome. And he's actually a really, like... I'm so stoked for him. Don't you reckon?
Mate, it would have been so etched
At such a young age?
when that happened, but he's bounced back. He's done well. He got a sentence that was way too long. IMO.
Well, for a 19-year-old.
4 years is fucking ridiculous.
But the thing is, you can't. You got to have it standardised. You can't be like, oh...
I think standardised at 4 years is like ridiculous.
Well, he was fucking... Or you just think 4 years too big anyway?
Yeah, I think it's too long.
Yeah, maybe that's fair.
It's a long
4
time.
years is a
4
long
years
time.
Is a fucking long
It's a long
bro.
time.
It's a crazy amount of time.
It is a long time.
Let's continue. Especially like, yeah. I
What?
mean, maybe if you're a serial offender, but
Maybe like once is 2 years or something, and then twice is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
4.
something.
Because if you cop that ban, say in your early 20s, there's no real prospect of coming back to the game if you're like 28.
Yeah, you actually... It could
You're
be a life
23.
sentence.
Like, no one's
Yeah.
really looking at you if you're coming back at 28, 29.
no.
If you get done in your early 20s.
If he wasn't playing rugby league at the highest level at 19, which is super rare, you're fucked.
Yeah.
23 all over. See you, bro. And he was trying to come back from injury. I just think there needed to be a bit of context.
Yes. Yep.
Jason Saab.
Only
yep.
23, dude. That's horny. You think about how skinny that cunt is and like how fast, obviously, but like he's starting to thicken, starting to learn.
Well, he's starting to thicken.
Oh, he's starting to thicken.
It's like
starting to learn.
when you start stirring gravy and it thickens up, but you just
Yes.
need a bit of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or cream,
Or cream.
which rises to the top, I'm led to believe.
Well, that's what they say.
Or churning butter.
Yep. It's just, stir longer the thicker it gets.
But like,
And
think about that. Jareem Buller is 22. Think about what Jason Saab's already done, and Jareem Buller, who everyone's like, holy fuck, this is a wonder kid coming to the Tigers. You're like,
Yeah,
Saab's
but he
been doing
wasn't.
it for-
Yeah, but yeah, I think Jareem Buller was 21 when he was getting wonder kid status. I'm like, a bit old.
Bit old. You're not a wonder
He's
kid.
only been playing footy for 2 years.
Yeah, but bullshit. He's
Swear.
played two games.
He was a basketball prospect at Keeper Park, and then he went down to training with. Can't
That
remember.
was that's
That's
no,
Hamole,
That's
dude.
Hamole.
That's
Hamole.
Stop stealing
No,
our
no,
Mole's
no,
origin story.
Yeah, that's Hamole.
You got to steal our players and our origin stories, cunt.
Same story. It's the same thing. Same thing happened.
So, never played rugby league.
swear,
in his life?
swear to God, you can look it up. It's a thing.
Look
Listen,
it up.
Yeah, I will. Dom
In
Young
fact,
only
man,
being 22.
I'm not going to go toe-to-toe with him about Tigers.
No, I
players.
won't. Dom Young being 22 is also kind of shocking.
These players are a lot longer than I thought. Is this an updated list?
It's literally
This
out
is
today.
the 2024 list?
It's out today. Isaac Tungo, 22. Go fuck
Jacob
yourself.
Preston's 22?
Blaze Talangi, 19.
Let's sell him. Let's get rid of him.
Well, I don't think they sold him, but he got ripped out from under their fucking sad noses.
Well, you can't sell anyone in the league, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Why is Fanua Pole so high? Is he really good?
Yeah, he's gone. He's the guy that I said.
A lot of Tigers players on this list.
Yeah.
Is anyone noticing that?
Yeah.
Right for the sell. But that's what you do.
Bole was the guy I was saying we should keep over Uto Ikamanu.
Yes, that's right.
He's like our best forward.
Is
in
it
my
fair
opinion.
to say that, and I'm going to use football language here, that you're a selling club?
I can't argue it at this point in time, can I?
Not really.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Hoping going forward that's not the case.
Well, you did get Skelton, which is a good signing.
Massive coup.
Jarrell Skelton?
Jarrell, yeah. I
Jarrell
believe.
Skelton
Will
from the...
Skelton's...
I think he's a cousin or some shit.
Yeah, I think
Winger.
so. I don't know if you remember me saying, Bowman, at the start of the year, he got selected for the Bulldogs early on, and I was like, this kid he's a footballer.
Yes.
And then you came back to me a couple of weeks later being like, oh, he's a
a good player.
He's gone, bro.
I'm a big fan.
great
That's a good
signing.
signing.
Of this kid?
Yeah, he's a kid.
He's 22.
Selwyn Cobbo only being ranked 26 is absurd at 22 years old. Like, that just is fucking absurd. He is a state of origin and maybe an Australian player. That's just
I'd have Ethan up above him.
yeah, Ethan. Yeah, but Ethan Strange is better than him. Okay, Ethan Strange is good though at 19. We keep going here. People are strange. Hylam Lukey, sure. Jack Bostock. I'm a big Bostock fan.
Yes, you are.
Huge Bostock fan. Fire Longo at 21.
22.
Yep. I respect. Was he?
Selwyn Cobbo done dirty.
Dude, Selwyn Cobbo has been absolutely absurdly done dirty. Who wrote this article? Is it Gene Ritchie?
Let me have a look.
He's a big listicles guy. He's a big. What's that publication? that does heaps
Suarez,
of-
19th. I can't wait to see who's above him.
Yeah.
This is outrageous.
Just, can you shot to the top and see who did it?
Yeah, just don't.
Oh,
look.
we don't want to see. Close your eyes so I don't see his number one.
Don't look.
Don't look.
Fatima Kadu.
Fatima Kadu. Okay.
Oh, Fatima.
Fatima's. Tell me my back.
Yeah,
Fatima's done something.
yes,
dirty.
back.
Listen, there's some names I'm disagreeing with Fatima. I'm not going to lie to you.
Sorry.
Keep going.
All right, keep going. Sam Wellify now at 20, somehow better than Selwyn Cobbo. Is it 21? Sorry. Taruva at 21, at 20. Suali'i at 19. Again, okay.
Toby Sexton.
Toby Sexton at 18. Okay. 23. He's good. He's playing well.
He's playing
He's
well.
had a good season.
Dude, he had a great game on the weekend. He had a great game. That pass for Bronson Cherry still has me
Xavier
tingling.
Coates is only 23. Christ.
Ezra Mam's 21. Fuck.
I knew that.
Think about how much time we've got left with Ezra Mam.
Injury
You
game.
know?
Yeah. Injury in full.
Well, obviously, Edward, but you're obviously trying to keep a positive outlook on the rest of their career. And Ezra Mam's a fucking great player. I'm
just saying, mate.
15 years?
Having started to stack up a couple of winners, things happen.
Yeah, they do, but usually to the top line players, you see them for a while. You see them for a fair while. You know?
Things can change.
Of course they can change.
Who was that Eels player that was fucking red hot?
Tim
The half.
Smith.
No, the half.
Tim Smith.
No, the other one.
Daniel
Chris
Mortimer.
Sandow.
Was it Daniel
Daniel
Mortimer?
Mortimer.
Chris Sandow.
Yeah, had some off-field troubles.
All I'm saying is it happens.
Of course
You'd
it
we
happens.
got Chris forever. We didn't. We
Yeah,
didn't have Chris
of course,
forever.
but you're being very negative, Town.
Am I?
Yeah.
We'll see. All I'm saying is there's quite a list here, and
Yeah.
we're not going to have them forever.
Of course, we're
All
not
of
going to have him forever. That's what I'm not saying that. Jacob Carraz at 15.
Lockie Galvin at 14.
Now, we might have to just, when we get to the top
Wow.
here, see if there's some sort of caveats.
What's going on here?
I don't know. Keanu
That's
Kinney.
fucking ridiculous. Great spoon performance, 14th. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
Guru's got Galvin for Dally M58 of the year.
That's
madness.
That's madness.
Take it up with Guru, mate.
I will. He's lost
Over
his
Jerome
fucking mind.
Hughes?
What's
lately.
Jerome Luai got to do?
Like I said, mate. talk to
Guru's
Guru.
lost. He's slipping.
Kid's slipping.
Kid's slipping.
Slipping and sliding. Trent Liero. Again, no disrespect, Trent. I know you are a highly touted, good player. Number 12 seems... Oh, did he get called into the Queensland squad? That doesn't seem to matter, though, because fucking...
Bradman Best, yep, sure.
Yeah, he did get called.
Help win
Bradman,
us an Origin.
23,
Love
like
him.
that. Max Plath. I'm a fan of Maxi Plath. He's pretty
10?
good. I wouldn't put him at 10, Eddie. I wouldn't put
Max
him at 10.
Plath at 10.
I wouldn't put him at 10, but I do like Max Plath.
Christ. Reece
Walsh at
sure.
number 9. Khan Pereira ahead of Reece Walsh?
Yeah, that makes sense.
What the fuck are we talking
No,
about?
that makes
Walsh
sense.
seems way too far down.
What the
on this
fuck are we
fucking
talking
list.
about? He's the Queensland fullback, for fuck's sake.
AKP, mate. Just a better player.
They have to do this shit, though, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't get angry. Jeremiah Nanai, yep.
Yeah, again.
Tommy Dearden at 6, Hammer at 5. Isaiah Katoa?
At 4, that's outrageous.
He's a great player.
Great
but
season.
don't make me have to talk shit about Isaiah Katoa by putting him at 4. I don't want to have to talk shit about the kid. He's a great player, but at 4?
There's not a single person in this great, beautiful nation of ours that would have Katoa above Reece Walsh. No one.
No.
Except this bloke.
Or Tommy Dearden, or Hammer. With respect. We keep going. Can I go back and stop? You want to try and guess the top 3? Stephen Crichton.
Yep.
She's going to have a curveball and it's going to piss me off, isn't she? Stephen Crichton's the only person I can think of. Is there a Payne Haas in there?
How old's Payne Haas?
I don't know. He might be 24. Stephen Crichton, definitely.
Haas is 24.
Okay. Stephen Crichton. Is there anyone glaring that we've forgotten here?
Do you want a hint?
Yes.
Do you want a club?
Do you want a club?
Oh, it's one club for both of them at the Roosters.
Oh,
Sam Walker.
Sam Walker. Well, how old was he?
That's my guess.
22.
Okay, so Sam Walker.
But then
Sam Walker has to be on this list.
Yeah.
You can't tell he's
Yeah,
not on
no,
the
he's
list.
Hold on.
Or maybe he's not.
No, hold on. Look at this. I can't tell with his fucking face a toddler. I'm going to say Sam Walker. I'm going to say Stephen Crichton, and they're both at the Roosters.
yeah.
They're both.
Oh, Siwa Wong or someone?
Nah.
See, mate.
Well, fuck, dude. I
Guru
don't
didn't
know.
write the list.
Terrell May.
Nah.
What? Is it going to annoy me? It is, isn't it?
Oh, it might. It's a bit of a shock. I was quite surprised when I saw it.
Okay, well, who the fuck have they got?
More of an age thing than surprised at the rank.
Oh, not Lindsay Collins.
Nah.
God damn it. That'd be the youngest fucking
He's
old guy ever.
how old's Lindsay Collins?
Okay.
I can't think of anyone that's.
Collins is 28.
I can't think of anyone that's that young.
28. Okay, he's way off. I would have been fucking genuinely blown
Sam
away.
Walker and who?
Sam Walker.
Can I guess? Is
Yeah.
it Dom Young?
No, Dom Young's
No,
already
I've
been in
already
there.
seen Dom
Oh,
Young.
did you? Sorry, I missed that.
He's only 22 though.
Who the fuck have they got on that side? Is it obvious? Sandon Smith?
It'll make sense once you see it.
Just show us.
I want to...
Just show us. Spencer Lanyon.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
He's 23 as well.
23.
I didn't know that.
That's what I thought the most
Wow.
surprising fact was.
Wow. I don't think Sam Walker should be there. I don't think Spencer should be there, but they're both fucking amazing players. They shouldn't be in the top three.
Who's Reece Walsh got to suck off to get higher on the list? Ninth? That's absurd.
Sam Walker's out of Tom Dearden, who's ahead of him in an Origin ranking. Now, can you just go and see, does she do a caveat at the top that maybe makes this all make sense? Like why I've chosen who I've chosen? From future, go to the top. From future Origin captains to rookies that are the foundation of club rebuilds. The top 50 list, NRL's best and most promising, is brewing with talent. Let's see who made the cut and who missed out. Scroll down.
Reece Walsh slides down the list. So is this based on this year's performance?
The best players 23 and under. Reece Walsh was in pole position to take over from Brisbane's teammate Payne Haas. It's the best young player in the game. The fullback's been left in the wake of Stephen Crichton's rise at Canterbury. West Tigers props Stefano Kamanu, who is 3 months too old for the list, was the subject of a contract tug of war. Of course he was, whatever.
So this is essentially...
There's no justification
No,
then.
This list is based on how they've gone this year.
That hasn't been outlined, though.
But it's alluded to by the fact that Reece Walsh has slid down the list.
But the cunt played State of Origin.
Why is he
And he
ninth?
fucking
I'm
ripped-
trying to work out
he
why he's
ripped
ninth.
on the
Doing
weekend.
really well in
I'm trying to
clubland
work-
as well.
I'm trying to work out
ripped
why
on the
He's been
weekend.
killing it.
I'm trying to work out why Reece Walsh is ninth. That's what I'm trying to work out.
Yeah.
Because that makes no sense.
I mean, Critter is an obvious
Critter's the man.
first.
Critter is the man. That's the number one's easy.
Why is Katoa fourth?
Yeah.
Ahead of Hammer, who had fucking almost broken the record for tries scored in an Origin series. Or Tom Dearden, who's been ripping for Queensland and for
And
his
snap
club.
cunts going through. Snapped them. Our cunts.
Wow. Anyway, listen, I like it because it's got me pissed off. Khan Pereira at 8 is maybe the most offensive.
I'm sorry. You can't listen. It's ridiculous.
Khan Pereira?
Even Nanai, I feel like
The bloke puts the
bit of an
fucking
average
ball
year?
down when there's overlaps. No offense. I know that's generalizing massively, but
I don't want to. You're making me talk
you're
shit.
making me talk shit. You're making me do that. You're making me
I don't want to do that.
You're making me though. Fatima, you've made me.
He's also been in and out of first grade this year, and I love AKP, but he's
So
just...
do I, dude. But you're right.
Yeah.
If he's been in and out, that is hazard a guess why he's 8th. Like,
Yeah, he's a lock now.
If he-
Reece
hasn't even
Walsh
been
of
started.
keeping Ponga out of fucking Queensland fame.
yeah.
Can't cut it with AKP apparently.
Can
Even
you
if you
go?
don't
So,
look at-
so she's written something about AKB. Flies under the radar up on the Gold Coast, but is one of the most underrated outside backs in the game. Really, try scoring machine has just become the first NRL player to score 40 tries from his first 40 matches. Listen, that's a cool stat.
Underrated.
It's a cool stat, but
He's $1.20 to score a try every week. I don't know if he's
Yeah, I
underrated.
know he's underrated. It's a great point. Okay,
Is he the most exciting player in the NRL when he is at his elusive
this is
best?
Reece Walsh.
Wallace has the speed and skill to turn the game on its head with ease. The Broncos' gun has been a target of opposition defences in 2024, which has coincided with a drop in form. Suffered a hand injury that could prematurely end his roller coaster season.
He fucking ripped on the weekend for the Broncos. And, like, he plays tough as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not just a flashy. He plays tough.
And, like, he had an average origin, but it felt like whenever he was coming back to clubland after it, he'd fucking rip. And
He had
just
an average
play out
origin
of his
because he got
arse.
murdered game one in a legal tackle that shouldn't have been penalised.
And shouldn't have come back as quick as he did.
His first game back after that was origin.
Wrong.
And he
All
came
wrong.
up against the New South Wales side that was just down to fuck.
Well, and prepared to beat Blue.
Punters and dribblers. Listen, we've been umming and ahhing about whether to fucking read this, but we're just going to redact names and everything. But there's some shit getting around like who's potentially outed Trell.
And it's on social media.
Yes,
so
it's
out
on
there.
social media, so it's out there. We're not gonna name names of anyone though, but it's like two chicks basically going at each other on socials, and they're putting it up on Facebook with photos. The White Walker, to me, is not a young person. I think the White Walker is 50, 60, 70, but there's a photo that may suggest the White Walker very young. I would be shocked to my fucking rugby league core if that White Walker is the chick in this photo, which we aren't going to share.
But I think it is.
Anyway, this is on Facebook, and it was shared and tagged the Daily Liberal.
Which is the Dubbo newspaper.
Huge. I'd like to expose Name Redacted's mother, Name Redacted, for maliciously sharing a photo of Trell taken by Name Redacted. The mother has an extensive history of drug use, drug distribution, blah, 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 going on to explain what this person, the person who potentially supplied the drugs, I guess.
Now,
The comeback. This is one of the greatest lines I've ever heard in my life.
imagine throwing me under the bus when yous was the ones who brought the gear over and posting it all over Facebook, making a joke of it since it all came out. Weren't yous at the footy airdropping the pictures around everyone? Should be more ashamed of yourselves, purebred gronks. This is
Purebred Gronks is one of the great slams of all time.
this. I'm telling you right now. You see these sort of this sort of language going around on on Facebook, right? Like you'll see bios,
People like leaving
statuses and shit. This is very common.
I
stuff.
haven't left a status for a million years, but there's the one that's come back. Oh, darling. Yeah, I like to have a bit of fun and do bags when I go out. No shame in that. You're the one ringing me up asking me to bring you some to you because I'm a good friend like that. Lol, you're a cheap bludger. Hanging off us like a bad smell. I'm not going to sit back and lie about anything, Name Redacted. I was shown the photo at the football on Sunday. Didn't even know that picture existed until then. I don't even know how to airdrop. But I do know one thing, I'll fucking drop you next time I see you. Huge if true. Huge if true.
Good stuff.
That's rugby league.
Yeah.
And
Did you want to talk about Val to the Dragons? I feel
Plenty
like
of double about
pretty
that.
big story.
I like that. I didn't mean rugby league's in no more rugby league chat, but you are right. Val
Sorry, I
to
just
the
thought-
Dragons.
Yeah, worth bringing up.
Is that
Val.
locked and loaded?
It's not locked and loaded, but it's kind of in that stage where it's like the day before and like everyone's reporting it. But it's not like the Cowboys or the Dragons haven't put out like the...
Any numbers flying around?
I think
2.5 over 3.
across 3, yeah.
That's what Kempy reported.
So 8 and a bit. 8-3.
Which is good, I think, for Val, who's like in the sort of...
Mate, you take that every day of the week. That's good cheddar.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the Kempy post here.
And that'll be like their Lomax replacement.
What are you sending me here, Tobler? Oh,
Oh,
shit.
that was just another status from one of the people involved put up a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Now one of... Jesus Christ. So one of the names of the people involved, she's put up another status. For any cunt commenting that I sold the cunt for money, I told every media cunt the same thing. I never had anything to fucking sell. And then she's put a screenshot up of producers from Channel 7.
I'm a producer with 7 years and someone has told us you have a video of Latrell Mitchell yesterday. If that's the case, we'd love to have a look at it if you're willing to discuss sharing it. And she's gone.
Grubby cunts going looking for it.
I'm sorry, but who exactly told you that I have a video of Latrell, blah, blah, blah. So the plot thickens right up. This would be the hottest goss in Dubbo. I can't even tell you. This would be the hottest goss.
Piping hot goss.
Piping hot goss.
And you know what? I feel sorry for Trell. Man's been done dirty.
Done very, very dirty.
Done very dirty.
Val, congratulations,
Val
mate. Well, I think that makes sense.
Mate, Dragons is getting a bit of a fucking side, yeah.
Mate, big Flano. Big Shane. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to build a side. He's done it before.
He's got Damien
He's done it
Cook
twice.
in there.
He's done it twice.
Could be getting Corey Horsburgh.
Big Red, like it. Big fan. Big fan.
Yeah, Val.
There's things happening.
Won a
Takes
comp
time,
with
there's
Val as
things.
well.
Huh?
Won a comp with Val already at the Sharks.
Want to come with Val already?
And Val can
And Jack Bird.
take kicks, like conversions and
Val
stuff,
can
as soon
kick.
as the Lomax goes.
I like a Flano. You know what I feel dumb about? Was picking him for the spoon. Picking him for the spoon.
We've been over this.
We do it every year.
But we've been over this. Shane Flanagan of Ken Coach and has built two sides.
Yep.
Yeah, that was dumb.
It was dumb.
It was dumb. And hand in the air, I accept full responsibility. I do. It is what it is. We move on.
Yeah, we do. We have to move on. You have to move on. Shout out to him though. There's periods of my life when I hate the Dragons and I pity and hate them at the same time. Not this time. This is one where I'm like, yeah, dude, this is good for you guys. Did you see the video? Carter Gordon, Wallabies 5'8", now signed with the Titans, playing in the fucking Q Cup, whatever it is whatever they're called. There's a video on Instagram. Might be on the Titans. We might have saved it. I think it's in our saved thingo. Carter Gordon, I think his stats for the first 3 games he's played is like 3 tries, multiple try assists, multiple line breaks, started in the centres. This seed, Eddie, Carter Gordon already has a divine seed in his rugby league highlights package. Have you seen it?
I have seen it.
It
Pure
ought to be in
divinity.
our stories even.
Yeah, I've got it up. The Tweed Seagulls.
The Tweed seed is what we call it. That's what they're calling it, the Tweed seed. Unmute it. Although the commentary doesn't really get that.
Hitting his finger.
It's a pure seed.
Dude, it's huge. Can we start the video
It's a
again?
6-man.
Back towards the middle.
Like, look at that.
Look at that ball, dude.
No one at home.
Nobody
And the put
home.
down is very, very easy.
Nobody home.
That's
Oh,
vision.
what a way
Dude.
to hit
It's
back.
vision and the ability to
Again,
pull
the
it
run
off.
Play and Twids are on the board finally.
Bang.
Right on the money. What a
Hell
beautiful
yeah,
pass.
Carter
25
Gordon.
minutes on the fly.
Carter Gordon
Hitting
doing
his
some
finger.
things.
And absolutely
Like it.
what
Love
Like
it.
a lot.
Doctor prescribed
Good
for the
signs.
Seagulls.
Great signs.
Look at this ball, dude. That's like a 25-meter cutout pass.
Beautiful stuff.
It actually looks somehow like a rugby union pass, and I don't know how to describe it other than that.
He had I remember when I think it was maybe Quade Cooper. I heard him being interviewed somewhere. I think it was Quade anyway. And they're talking about Carter Gordon come over and it was like he has his ability to fucking hit a long pass is actually like one of his strengths. He can pass as good as anyone, and like you see that and you're like, oh yeah. Yeah.
So he's played 2 games in the centres and 1 at 5/8, and in each game he's got a try and a try assist.
Fuck. So he's...
I think it's because it's almost
In all
because it's a
3.
big long spiral. Now rugby league players obviously throw spiral passes, but there's something about like
Yeah, but a union
this time to just like
In union, it's drummed into you as the fundamentals when you're growing up.
you're never taught to do the fucking floater.
No, never. It's all spiral. Spiral. Gilbert and Spy go hand in hand, mate.
Yeah.
Pepper and salt.
Shout out to Carter Gordon. I hope you kill it, brother. Punters and Dribblers, time to talk about a UFC. We got 305 this weekend in Perth. We will be flying over there Friday morning for it. Couldn't be hotter, couldn't be hornier for it. Now, we got some predictions here, Edward. And when we do it, it's thanks to our friends at Culture Kings.
Yeah, it is. It's worth reminding, Tom, and it's worth remembering.
We welcome them to the show as well,
That's
Culture
right.
Kings.
The Culture Kings is Australia's home of UFC 305 this weekend, Punters and Dribblers. Okay? Now, if you want to grab some of their UFC merch, which I suggest that you do, use the code HelloSport for 10% off all online orders. Now, Tom, we've got a hot, horny card this weekend, my friend. A hot, horny card.
It's very hot, Eddie, and it's also very horny. That's
It's
the
both
thing.
those things.
It's both of those things. It's very hot,
and it's very horny.
and it's very horny. Now, obviously, the main card's stacked. There's also the prelims or the undercard, which you can see those on UFC Fight Pass. We're going to actually be speaking to a few of those people while we're over there.
Fucking oath we will.
But there's like a bunch of Aussies on the Fight Pass card as well. You see that there. Go check it out. But the main card, go down to the start. We don't. Yeah. Jing Liang or Li Jingliang, Carlos Prates. Now, I know Lee. I don't know Carlos that well, but I do know Carlos the favourite in the betting. Lee's the one that Hamza picked up and carried over to the cage fence and basically spoke to Dana while he was holding him up and then threw him down.
He was the man that was held.
Yeah.
Just not a good look.
It's not a good look.
It's just not a good look.
It's not a
There's
good look.
There's no point me sitting here banging on about it being a good look when
But
it's not.
on Ned's, Carlos, $1.28 favourite, Lee, $3.70.
So basically the bookies are saying that Carlos is going to pick Lee up and carry him.
Yeah, but sometimes...
Like, that's
listen,
short.
I've never seen Lee win. I've never seen a fight where he's won. And I'm not saying he hasn't. I just haven't... Not the one that sticks out to me, so I don't know what to expect.
You've not
here.
seen it.
But I do find sometimes there's jam to be had when it comes to MMA.
Well, not every favourite's going to win. We know that.
No, but like sometimes there's some serious misprices. I remember once I got... Well, not once. It was just this one. Like I remember seeing one recently. It's no point even trying to explain it here, punters and dribblers.
Well done, mate.
But just ones where you see it and you're like, that's wrong. Remember I told you where it was like the commentators were walking out and they were like, this guy's fucking... The only time he lost was because he got done for marijuana and it was an overturn.
Yes.
But he was like a 350 outsider and you're like, well, that seems
Yeah. They fucked that up.
Anyway, so I think probably you go with... But all that said, I don't know about Li Jingliang. I think I probably have to go with Carlos.
Other than the fact that he got picked up and carried around the ring.
Yeah. Now, next we got Jairzinho Rosenstrike and Tai Tuivasa. This is one where I think you can take the value. Because Bam Bam at 285...
Yeah, sure, he's off the back of 4 losses.
Sure, but you know what?
One of those was Cyril Gahn, and he was winning.
And the other one was Pavlovich.
Well, not winning, but he had him rocked.
He knocked him.
He knocked him. He knocked him.
I think that Jairzinho... And listen, Jairzinho a good fighter. I'm not saying he's not.
And obviously Ty would have Sydney back. If he could, he'd have Sydney back. He'd have Scar back, Missy Higgins. He'd have all those moments back.
Of course he would. But he's been in Dubai training, and when they say, I don't know who said it to us, Tobler, but when he's in Dubai, go with Ty.
We've been told that. When Ty's in Dubai,
you
he
go
wins.
with Ty.
So 285, I'll be taking that. You know I will.
305. Oh, sorry.
285.
285, yes. Now we go to Dan Hooker and Gamrot. I just don't think you can take Hooker here. I love Dan Hooker. I love his tattoos.
Oh, you do? You a big fan?
Well, they're elegant and understated.
Of course.
But Gamrot, a man that you could expect potentially just to take him down and make it boring as fuck and wrestle the shit out of him.
Which is likely to happen. Thus, the pricing of $1.28. Yep. I mean, maybe leave him out of your multis, punters and dribblers, you know? I think...
Or stand him alone.
Or stand him alone.
Stand him out for it.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. We move on to Steve Urseg, Kai Kara France. Listen...
Bit of the Anzac battle here.
This is a serious Anzac battle. I like both of them. Steve Urseg, narrow defeat in his last fight, which was a title fight against Pantoja, I believe.
$1.58's not... Like, I'm surprised he's not shorter, to be honest.
Kai Kara France is good.
He's had a lot of... He's like, his record's not...
It's not
stellar.
And he's been out for a while.
He doesn't have a stellar record.
Steve Urseg is who you take.
Fair bit of red there. Steve's had one loss in like his last 10 fights.
You take
or maybe
Steve
ever.
Urseg. I don't even know if he's lost.
Except for last fight.
Oh, sorry, exactly. Except for the
last fight. Is that his only loss?
I think it might be.
He's lost 2.
Oh, there you go. So he's lost 2.
$1.58. I'm all up in that thing.
And what's he for knockout? Steve Urseg's got some hands.
And he's at home.
But they're small, obviously. These little bastards don't knock each other out all that much.
$7, Steve Urseg.
They don't. They're little men, little hands.
But for $7...
Are you okay? Hang on. Are you trying to tell me that I'm not taking Steve in front of his own people? At
I think
sevens?
I'm taking Steve Urseg at $7 in front of his Perth fan base.
Yeah, I am. It's 100% on what I'm doing.
So
Kai Kara France can go sit on it. Sorry, bro.
Sorry, but with respect, I'll take
it. Full respect, but nah.
Steve Urseg. Main event: Izzy versus Drickus. I don't know.
Izzy slight fave.
Yeah,
$1.82. Duplessis. $2.
I think
I like Drickus.
I like him.
As in, I think you win.
I don't know. I think Izzy potentially fucking depends what sort of Izzy you get, but like Izzy.
I think Drickus wins. I don't. There was something about that Strickland fight. Obviously, he's not really filled in the blanks, but there may not have been blanks needing to be filled in.
Could have been that he was burnt out. He's had some time off his back, but it could also be that it's time off. That's ring rust. Maybe he's fucking ring rusty.
But maybe that Strickland fight was like, okay, that's the end of Izzy. That was it.
Could be.
His big moment was against fucking Pereira, and then it's like, see you later. Off into the sunset sort of stuff.
Maybe. Or maybe Izzy is one of the all-time fucking greats and strikers. And there's still a yarn that Drickus didn't even fucking beat Strickland. So this one's a real bloody pretzel situation.
It's a pretzel.
It's a rugby league pretzel.
Because you just don't know which Izzy you're going to get.
No.
You don't know which Izzy's going to come out. Is it the Strickland Izzy? Because the Strickland Izzy was shit. Rubbish.
But then the Whittaker Izzy.
Hot man.
The
hot thing. But Whittaker brings that out of Izzy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. These two hate each other.
They do hate each other. They fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
Now maybe on Izzy again.
Yeah.
Because they do hate each other. But maybe he hates himself too much.
Izzy KO.
Maybe he gets too emotional.
Izzy KO 325. What's a Drickus KO? $4. I'm taking a knockout with one of them. I think I'm going to go with Izzy.
What's a KO in the match paying, in the fight paying rather?
Just a straight KO.
What's the KO market? Surely there's a KO market.
Just
somebody
as in
KO'd.
not winner, just someone to be KO'd.
Oh, like
results? Is there just a results? How fight will end?
$1.87 you're gettle for a KO either
So
way.
if that's what they're giving you for how the fight will end and you're getting 3s and 4s for both, then you kind of have to go with one of those, don't you? Because they're saying they think it'll finish in that. Now it's just who do you think?
Probably works out about the same.
What do you mean?
As in, if you took both, is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying that it looks like they're expecting a knockout.
Yeah.
So it's about who do you want?
Well, because how will fight end? KO is $1.87.
That's what I'm
Points,
saying.
$2.35. Submission,
so you're getting
7.25.
4s and 3s for either one. So that's what you should be looking at, as opposed to just like to win or.
I'm having a look at KO TKO as well, and maybe having a bit of a look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because someone's getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, but now I'm saying you have a look at that, but then if you're trying to pick who's going to win.
Yeah. Probably Izzy.
I think
I've changed my.
Yeah.
I've changed
Let's go
my
Izzy.
tune.
Izzy knockout.
Izzy knockout.
380, whatever, who cares? But that's sort of where I'm going. That's where we're going.
Jack Jenkins, another Aussie on the prelims, someone to look out for.
Yes.
Was a leg breaker of note.
Yeah, he's broken legs, eh?
Broke in his first 3 UFC fights, broke all their legs.
Yeah. We'll be talking.
He's 3-0 leg breaks.
And then he got his leg broken.
No, didn't he break his arm? He got his arm broken.
His arm, sorry, in Perth.
That was only in Perth where his arm got snapped the fuck
So
out.
this is his first fight back since Perth last year.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, go to the prelims card. So there's Jenkins, Josh Calibau, Junior Tafa on there as well.
Junior Tafa.
There's a few doing the damn thing there. Where's Jackie Jenks? $1.11. Fuck me dead. That's what you want though, right? You want Aussies just beating the fuck out of people on that undercard. Josh Calibau.
What's a KO for Jack Jenkins paying?
Market not out yet.
Okay.
We'll have a look at that.
We'll have a look at that. Josh Calibau, it's $1.67, and then Junior Tafa.
Bit of $1.75. Not a bad price.
All right. Well, that's it. 305.
Remember, partners and dribblers. Code Hello Sport for all your online purchases. You get 10% off at Culture Kings. Okay, make smart decisions.
Make some smart decisions. I couldn't be more excited. And also, if you're doing us to prelims, you'll see Fight Pass where you do it. Remember, tickets to the golf day, Shortees. Again, not a day you want to miss. This is a day you want to go, hey, boys. You get your mates. You go, hey, Eddie, Cody, golf day. Starting at 3 p.m, August 22nd. That's a Thursday.
What else are you doing on a fucking Thursday?
Do you hear there's a fucking Ambrose going on? There's like 30 teams, ripping and tearing. 36 teams, ripping and tearing. Price a ticket including booze, food, golf, trivia, live stream with us and the great and powerful Stephen Menzies and friends. Plus you get a goodie bag and you get a chance to win a golden ticket, which is free Hello Sport merch for life. HelloSport.shop is where it is. Do you see opportunities like this come across very often? Everybody?
You don't, mate. This
don't.
is a once in a lifetime opportunity to come and have an all time rip with friends.
Yeah.
Probably not family, but like family is friends. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like we are the.
We're all technically family. Yeah, we're family.
Like it's just there is a fucking smorgasbord on offer. One of the great smorgasbords I've ever come across in my life.
Yeah.
And it's just not an opportunity you want to waste. Tom and I don't do these that often. In fact, this is the first one we've ever done. This is a Hello Sport one. Yeah, we were at the break in the yips, but that's Sebo's thing. This is a Hello Sport
Well,
thing.
it's just not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. It's just not. Shorties as well is made, purpose built for ripping and tearing. and yahooing. Like, I'm of the opinion that 18 holes is too much golf, right? That's just my opinion. But this
not at a
is
par 3
pitch and
pitching putt. You're around in fucking
2 hours, mate.
Hours. You
Perfect.
also don't need to be good at golf. In fact, if you are good at golf, you're considered a bit of a poon.
Well, you can putt it.
You come along, you need 2 clubs. You need a putter, you need a pitching wedge. That's it.
Sand.
Or a sandy.
It's
54.
a sand. Sand and putt.
Anyway, listen, we'll see you there. We'll see all the brave souls there who are attending. Very, very limited tickets left, but there are a couple. Hellosport.shop. Ciao.
Peace.
Could you two just not talk anymore?